If I ask you what comes to your mind when you hear about vitamin D deficiency, most likely you will mention weak bones and tooth decay. But there are many other symptoms of vitamin D deficiency that one should be aware of. Being a person of dark skin color who avoids going out in the sun, I have suffered with severe vitamin D deficiency for many years. Looking back, I wish I had known the symptoms of vitamin D deficiency. It would have saved me years of suffering and anguish. Back in 2017, my vitamin D serum level was around 12 nanogram per milliliter, which is extremely low. But since doctors in the US never check for vitamin D during routine annual health checkup, I was blissfully unaware of my dire situation. I would experience chronic fatigue and muscle weakness despite eating healthy, getting a good night's sleep, and exercising regularly. I remember my wife playfully teasing me that I was getting old and this was the new normal. But only after I brought this up with my doctor and she tested my vitamin D serum levels did I find the real issue. There is plenty of research which shows that vitamin D deficiency causes fatigue. Here is a study that was performed on 174 adult patients who complained about fatigue. 77.2% of these patients were found to be deficient in vitamin D. But when their vitamin D serum levels were normalized by giving them vitamin D3 supplements, these patients reported significant improvement in their fatigue. The second symptom of vitamin D deficiency that I encountered was frequent infections and illness. In fact, I was getting knocked down by the influenza virus almost every year. My seasonal allergies would also flare up, and antihistamine medicines would only provide temporary relief. In hindsight, it's obvious to me that all these diseases were caused by my weakened immune system. Now, vitamin D helps support your immune system and it also inhibits inflammatory reactions. Interestingly, dating all the way back to 2009, the National Institute of Health had warned that low levels of vitamin D was associated with frequent cold and influenza. But for some bizarre reason, most doctors here still don't share this information with their patients. They are just happy to prescribe drugs. But I'm glad that my doctor ordered a vitamin D test and advised me to take vitamin D3 supplements when I was diagnosed with a deficiency. The third and the final symptom that I experienced from my vitamin D deficiency was depression. Now, depression is a loaded term and I don't want to throw it around lightly. I was never clinically diagnosed with depression, but I did feel down and dejected despite the fact that I was doing quite well in both my personal and my professional life. But something just didn't feel right, and every morning when I got up, I had no desire or motivation to start my day. I really had to force myself. But in less than a month after I started taking vitamin D3 supplements, these symptoms were gone. There are vitamin D receptors in our central nervous system, and plenty of research indicates that vitamin D has a protective anti-inflammatory effect. I found this medical research paper which concludes that lower levels of vitamin D is associated with an increased risk for depression. Now, this paper suggests that depressive symptoms in patients with low vitamin D can be eased in through vitamin D supplementation. So here is the $1,000,000 question. How much vitamin D3 supplement should you take daily? I wish there was a straightforward answer, but it depends from person to person. I would recommend that you consult with your doctor and get your vitamin D levels tested. Current research has shown that daily dose of vitamin D3 up to 10,000 IUs is considered safe in healthy adults. Higher doses of vitamin D3 up to 40,000 IUs per day is still considered safe provided that the vitamin D levels in your blood does not exceed 200 nanograms per milliliter. Now, ever since I started posting vitamin D videos on this channel, I have received plenty of comments from you guys, and I know that quite a lot of you folks are taking more than 10,000 IUs of vitamin D3. I would recommend that you guys watch this video over here where I describe the benefits of combining vitamin D3 and vitamin K2. These two vitamins work together and complement each other. In fact, vitamin K2 helps mitigate some of the potential side effects of vitamin D3 supplementation. So be sure to check out this video over here and I will see you guys over there.